chasing the clouds. Do you ever think of looking down? Would you find you?
Alright, would you mind checking who won that armor vote? It was a straw poll, so it should be pinned. Should be pinned on the ARPG chat. Pink, alright. Let me find that code real quick. Alright. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let me get that file, man. Alright, so we should be good. Are you listening off OBS or Discord chat? Okay. Okay, so you'll see the screen close a little bit, so I'll just count you down real quick. We ready? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Shovel Knight Specter Torment, the third DLC to come out for the Shovel Knight campaign. And just starting off, Specter's basic movements is, compared to Shovel, he has a faster run speed, but a lower jump. So to compensate for that, Specter has a special mechanic called the Dash Slash. What that allows Specter to do is, when in the air, when he's approaching an enemy, he's able to quickly charge at them with a huge slash that'll do a full, that does a nice half-hearted damage. And up here's lanterns. They're used purely for movement, which gives Specter some of the most fluid movement out of the three knights. Alright, so you see right up there, I just got my first red skull. They're going to be used a lot during the beginning of the run. They're this game's form of currency to buy sub-weapons, which we call curios. So in planes, we're going to be collecting 5 of them. And you see what I do just now and back there, what's called the damage boost. When Specter receives damage, it doesn't matter where the damage came from, Specter will get knocked back, whichever direction he's facing. So that means if you quickly turn around before taking damage, you're able to get boosted forward. So right now we're just in planes. It's a pretty simple stage just to teach the mechanics of the game, and just get used to Specter's controls. So we're actually not going to be getting any health upgrades throughout the game. This is our max health, so we'll see how that goes. So up here we're going to be doing what's called the gentle hop. Oh god. If you damage boost off this dragon and then be able just to use your invincibility frames to just bounce off the back, you're able to float up and get that skull without having to slash on that lantern a second time. Alright, so now we're done with planes. We're going to be moving on to our first encounter with Black Knight. He does have a pretty consistent stun lock on him, but it's also quite easy to mess up, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we missed it, so that'll be about 15 seconds, which, it's fine. Alright, so with planes, when you end the stage, you want to get Terrapin, which is this little turtle guy right here. You want to get him as close to the wall as you can, because the stage doesn't actually end until Terrapin creates a hole in the wall, which you exit from. So compared to Shovel Knight, Specter actually has this extra challenge and also freedom of being able to pick his stages in any order he wants. So obviously, since we're speedrunning, we're going to be going to one of the hardest stages in the game first, which is Flying Machine. Basically, Propeller Knight, when you defeat him, gives you 3,000, which is the most a boss gives you once defeating him. And so basically, we're going to be using the stage to collect as much money and all the skulls we can to be able to buy a sub-weapon and the armor right afterwards. So you see right there, after I rolled off that ledge, I slashed right afterwards. That saves a couple frames. It's mainly just one of those small time saves. When you can do it, it's nice. So, let's talk about checkpoints. In a normal 100% run, if I were going for a PB, I would be breaking every single checkpoint up until Propeller Knight, straight up. So if I happen to die in Propeller Knight, that mean I go back all the way back to the beginning. But that's not marathon safe, so I'm gonna be just breaking the first two, which give you 500 each, and then just grabbing some extra money along the way. Oh, jeez. Alright, so right up here's the mini-boss called the Dingy Dropper. He takes 16 hits to kill, but he drops 2 bombs, which we're going to try and reflect on him, which do 5 each. So, that was a pretty nice kill. Alright, so we get one more skull. I'm already at max health, so I don't need to grab that turkey, that's fine. So we have one more room, and then we're on to Flying Machine's auto scroll. The stage is pretty tough overall, but you just have one part to just kind of chill. It's the only part in the stage you get to chill, because the second half is not easier. So we're just going to use this opportunity to just grab all the money we can. We're grabbing all the money in this auto scroller besides the checkpoint itself. So I was silent during that second part of the auto-scroller because I was listening for a music cue just to kind of let me know how the beginning of Flying Machine was for me. Honestly, that was pretty good. I think it was only one cycle off from optimal. Most of that was probably from grabbing the money. You notice if you have an almost perfect Flying Machine, the music will loop right when you exit the auto-scroller. So that's what I was listening for at the beginning. Alright. So now we are on to the most dangerous room in this entire stage, which is Triple Jawless room. This is the reason the second half is so stupid hard, because these dudes don't really care about you. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, please. Okay, alright. We made it out. That was scary as hell though. Alright, so that'll be a 3. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, I'm a little bit behind, so... Alright, so... yeah, okay, we have enough. So I'm gonna grab a health here just because I broke that checkpoint. So Propeller, he can be a pretty difficult boss because all of his attacks do between a heart and a half of damage. So, and plus we have to fight him low % style with no weapons, so that can make his fight pretty annoying. So you see right here, I'm staying on the left because Propeller's phase is a lot easier if you keep him as he spawns on the left side. Alright, so that was honestly a pretty nice Propeller. Alright, so we're going to be getting 2 things right now before we go to our second stage. First we're going to get our first sub-weapon, which is Judgment Rush. This is the most broken weapon in the entire game. So I'll show this little try just to show what it does. What Judgment Rush lets you do is it lets you charge at the nearest enemy on screen, straight at them with an attack that does a full heart of damage if it doesn't kill them on contact. It'll go through walls, it doesn't care. If it's on screen, it'll attack it, so. And we just got this armor here called Rail Mail. It lets you basically grind on any surface as if it were a rail, which makes Specter go from pretty fast to stupid fast. So now we're going to be going to Lich Artist because our second sub-weapon is unlocked by beating the stage. So we're going to be collecting 5 more skulls in this stage. And just trying to go through it as fast as we can. So here's our first skull. So you can just basically see right up here in this next room. Judgment Rush just letting us skip a lot of rooms. So this next room up here, we're going to be skipping the entire first half of it. Right there. Let me grab the skulls. Alright. Alright. Ramel's also letting us go pretty fast. So if you time that Judgment Rush right, you're able to target the skeleton like the pixel he gets on screen, which lets you get that pretty early. Oh no! Oh no! Alright. So this is the only checkpoint we're actually going to be breaking in all of, which are just because it gets 500 and it's in a pretty good spot. So thus we're going to be needing a lot of money for this, for the good second. Yeah, I'd say that actually the middle part of this run. Oh jeez. Oh no, I'll take more damage here. Alright. Alright, so here's the last section before the boss of Lich Yard. I'll take damage right here. Okay. Jesus. That was probably scarier than it should have been. Jesus Christ, I hate dark rooms. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to be fighting Phantom Striker, who's the original owner of Lich Yard before Specter. He's pretty dumb because there's a lot of moments where he likes to just go invincible, so you take damage, use your invincibility frames to wail on him as much as you can, and then you just repeat. Alright, so this has actually been a perfect fight so far. Yeah, there we go. Ah, damn, one hit. Alright. Damn. Alright. That could have been alright. Moo-moo. I'm sorry, Moo-moo. I have failed you. Alright, so whereas Shovel Knight had his dream sequences, Specter has what we call flashbacks, which are flashbacks to when Specter was a human, known as Donovan. And so while we had lanterns in the normal campaign, we have our trusty friend Luan. He's going to be helping us out. He's basically just a giant lantern. Alright, just got 200 there. So, for some reason, all the money you collect in these flashbacks transfers over to the real world. So we're just use these opportunities to grab as much money as we can. So we're going to be grabbing almost 2,000 just in this next room over. So 600 in this wall here. Alright, Luan, help us out one more time. Alright, and then about 650 in this chest here. So, in flashbacks, you don't have any power-ups. You basically have to complete those basically in a low percent style. Which is interesting, changes from the normal game. So, you think that we would buy our second sub-weapon after beating the stage that unlocks it, but that's not how this route works. We're going to be doing one more stage before we get our sub-weapon. That's Clockwork Tower. So, Clockwork Tower is hands down the longest stage in the game, because for some reason there's 2 auto-scrollers in it. So, our second sub-weapon costs 9 skulls, and we have 7. 2 auto-scrollers, 1 skull in each. It just makes sense to just grab in there, since Sentry doesn't save much time in the stage anyway. Oh, geez. Alright. Alright, so we're going to be going for a trick called Cycle Skip. If I'm able to rail on this conveyor belt in the right way, hopefully I can show it off. Oh no. Oh geez, that rail, psyched myself out there, so that's fine. Alright. So, 80% also in Clockwork Tower is also very dangerous. In this route, if I were going for PBs, I wouldn't be grabbing a single checkpoint up until Tinker Night, and even that one, I would have to break for money. So if I happen to die in Tinker and PB, I would go all the way back to the beginning of Clockwork, so that's straight up a reset. But I'm actually going to be grabbing just one checkpoint to back up, just mainly for safety's sake, because this stage is so long. It's the one that's probably the least out of the way. It's right after this first auto scroller. So right now I'm just chilling, beating all these little ghost dudes. It's really annoying. Just swag out a little bit. So I'm just grabbing some money, just kind of chilling. Alright. So here's our first goal that we're grabbing in this stage, first of two. Grab 250 right up here before the new auto scroller. Oh, never mind. I lied. For some reason, there's no ceiling there, so you just judgment rush over it. Just speed up that cog cycle. Alright, for some health, and normally I'd be going for cog skip here, but that's not safe. Because these cogs do a full heart of damage on you, so that's a no. So up here, this was the trick that let us skip the second to last checkpoint, which is the Silver Knight bait. There you go. Get the Silver Knight to bounce. You're able to just slash off a shield and just bounce off to the second conveyor. And we're off to our second and last auto scroller. So we're just going to be grabbing some more money, just to make sure we have enough for Tinker. Oh shit, okay, alright. That was a little scary. Alright. Alright, so now we have 9 skulls. I'm gonna have to grab some backup money because I'm down about 150, but that's fine. So, there's 750 in this chest, otherwise I'd have to break the 750 before Tinker, and, no. I'm not doing that. Alright, so here's Tinker 1. Unlike in Shovel and Plague's campaign, he doesn't have a weapon that one-shots him. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that was a little scary. Alright, so now we're going to be doing this Tinker 2. We're just going to be comboing rushes into slashes, transitioning between Tinker's phases really quickly. Whoa, oh, okay. Actually got caught in that last cannon. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Please. Alright. Man, alright, that last part was scary. I just needed a second to just recover from that. Whew, alright. Alright, now we're going to be grabbing our best friend, Skelebro. Alright, so Skeletal Sentry, what he does is, you throw him out, you shoot a couple bullets, and then if he runs out of bullets, or you press A again, he'll do what we call detonate, which will create a little explosion. But another interesting thing from compared to the other games is that Specter can upgrade his weapons, his keyboard actually. So now we're just gonna be fighting our friend Reese. He's gonna bust in, and he's gonna become very emo. Oh, jeez. That's not the start button. Alright, so Reese gave me a bad beginning, but we should be able to recover. Damn it. Little shit. Alright, we're good. So now he's going to be guarding our mirror that lets us teleport to wherever we want. So now we're actually going to be doing our fourth stage, which is Iron Whale. The main reason this is just melee convenience. It's a pretty easy stage. Skelebro saves time for the boss fight, so we need it. But it's very doable on Complete Darkness, which is why we do it. Right up here, after Specter takes damage, he has about a good second and a half of what we call iframes, which are invincibility frames. Because if Specter ever got in a bad spot and he didn't have iframes, he would just continually get pummeled until he died. So Specter's scythe is really big, so it just lets us kind of just go through that tentacle. It's kind of like whatever. Also, Realmar can grind on spikes. I probably should have explained that earlier. So Judgment Rush let us skip this entire anchor puzzle. Also, falling down in water is slow, so we Judgment Rush here too. Oh, well. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to be fighting our good old pal, the 420 fish. The reason he's normally called the Teethalon, but we like to call him the 420 fish. Because, in Shovel and Plague, sometimes he's too high to hit. So, we actually can't damage him until he gets near the end here. So we're just kind of chilling for a bit. Never mind, I messed up the kill already. So I'm just gonna slash at him a lot until he dies. Hopefully. Ooh, I almost missed that. 2? Alright, that's fine. Alright, not grabbing that checkpoint. Oh no. Oh, alright. Alright, so now we're gonna be fighting our good pal, Big Bertha. She's probably the most dangerous enemy in the game. Because I have 4 hearts right now, she will take out... She does 2 full hearts on contact. Oh. I thought I dash slashed her, but that came out as just a normal slash, so... Nah. Alright, so you can just do this cool movement section again anyway. I probably should have waited on that rush, it would have cost me like a second. Alright, so we can't do that slash thing on that rock to skip the room again. Alright. Oh! I never have to do this, so I can't actually do it properly. Alright. Let's try Bertha again. We'll see how that goes. Oh no, okay. Yo, she's dead. Thank God. Alright. Another thing I should mention about Judgment Rush is if you rush in the air, if you rush in general and there's no enemies on screen, Specter will just kind of do the beginning animation and then just not do anything because he's slightly confused. But you'll see later on that it resets your wall climb, so if you have enough darkness for it, you can infinitely wall climb up something. Alright, so here's Treasure Knight. Pretty chill dude, but he's kind of a crappy boss. Unless you get this pattern. Alright. So the reason we don't like that pattern, he can do one of two things in that situation depending on how much damage you do. He'll either take his anchor, hit the ceiling, and rise up, or he'll chill over on the right side and throw out his treasure chest. You want the treasure chest because when he's on the ground, you can slash faster. Alright, so we have enough for our 4th Darkness upgrade. And we're going to be going to my personal favorite stage, which is Lost City. It's a pretty chill stage. Well, actually, no, it's not. I lied. It's a pretty tough stage, actually, to rock and roll. But I love all the tricks in this stage. I try not to talk a lot during it. I'll just let you guys watch. Just a quick low percent trick. You just kind of bounce off these 2 slimes and then just moves you forward. Oh, okay. Jesus. Alright. My hitbox was in the lava. I don't know how I did that. And I think we can get that slime socket. Yeah, we can. Alright, cool. So this next round we're going to be going for a hundo trick. The block slowly breaks, but if you're able to grab this goal and you just keep railing on it, you can just you just kind of keep going. Oh, no. Okay, so we'll have to do this room, I don't know how to do the wall. Alright, here's a quick YOLO trick, here we go. Alright, cool. So Judgment Rush lets us go through that lava stack. It doesn't care where the enemy is, it'll just go toward you. So like I said, if you Judgment Rush with no enemies on screen, it just resets your wall climb. Normally in this room, you can throw the lava on that lantern and have it push you backwards, but if you're real close enough to the wall, you're good. That was weird. Alright, here's Beetle 2. We're not even going to activate him. We're just going to grind and just pray that we get it close enough to the lantern to go for it. And we did. Alright. Sentry's detonation is really big. So it just kind of lets you destroy that entire slime block puzzle. Alright. Now I don't even need the health upgrade from Wall Knight, we're fine. Alright, Wall Knight, pretty simple boss. Just one minor trick you have to know. Right here. Oh, no, I missed it. What are called rising slashes. Specter's Scythe lasts so long. Damn. Specter's Scythe lasts so long that if you have it out, and Wall Knight comes rushing towards you, you're able to hit him with this rising Scythe hitbox, and then you're able to dash slash him afterwards to do a 400 damage. The timing's kind of tight, but if you get it, the fight's over a lot quicker. So now we're on to our second flashback, where we're going to be fighting Shield Knight. And we also going to be getting Caltrops. You can get them in the first stream, but first flashback, but they cost time to get, so we don't. So I'm gonna need everyone to help Luan go in the chat, please. Never mind. Never mind. I don't think he really cares if it's a marathon or not. Jeez. Alright, so Caltrops lets him do little tricks like that. Push that knight out of the way, because he's annoying. Oh. Alright. Ooh, wait, what? What? I was running when I fell down. It's weird. Okay. Now I need the help before Shield Knight. Jeez. Alright, got that little one. Thank you. Now I need help too. No. Alright, so now we're fighting Shield Knight. She's really, most of her attacks do full hard, so. Oh, didn't get that last one. What? Yeah. Ooh, she's not that bad, guys. We're close. One more hit. Come on. Come on. Oh, wow. Alright. That was alright, Shield Knight. That probably came in faster. I was just scared to take damage because she does a lot. Alright. So that's our last flashback we're actually going to be doing anything in. Now we're on to Exploratorium. The reason for that is it's our last darkness upgrade because we're going to be getting all 5 darkness in this route. It's unlocked by getting Exploratorium. But normally in the route, you wouldn't grab enough money to get it right afterwards, so we do Lost City because it's doable in 4 hard darkness. So then afterwards, you can just go to Exploratorium and have enough money by the end. Because I'm already fine on money. If I just didn't collect any money in Exploratorium, I would still have enough afterwards to get the darkness. With the boss money from Plague Knight. So, all of Plague Knight's, good pot cycle is what we call it. They're based, well, the pots. They're just based off what are called global cycles. So the second I started Exploratorium, the pots in this room's a couple rooms forward. They started jumping. They started jumping. So how fast I go plus the beginning will dictate what cycle I get. I think I'm only down. I think I'm down 1. Yeah, I'm not risking that. Not for a marathon. I probably would have just gone for it otherwise. Oh, okay. Alright. So 3 hearts, this should be enough for this last section. We're gonna be damage boosting 2 or 3 times. Just to get through this section, just because it's faster when we get to the other things. You see I'm jumping a lot? It's because there's this water current up here. And the more you jump, the more you jump, the further you are out of it. So here's the Alchemizer, he's the mini boss of the stage. Skeletal Sentry's shots line up really well with him, so we're able to take him out before he turns into his ultimate form. Which is pretty nice. So, these fire cycles are annoying, but I think it was only off by 3, so that's fine. So most people think it's easier to damage boost to be able to go through the cycle faster, but it actually puts you behind another extra cycle, so it's usually not worth it. Alright. So you have one more water current section, which we're actually just going to touch most of, and then we're on the Plague Knight. Alright. And we have 4 health. Cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please, please, please. No. Ooh, alright. That was an okay Plague Knight. What's really annoying about him is most of his stuff is completely random. So the first part is scripted with the 5 hits, and then the rest of it he can just kinda go ham, so a lot of that fight's just adaptation. Just adapting to what you get. And that's what a lot of this run is too. It's just what I like about it. In this route especially, a good 2 or 3 boss fights are mainly just feel-based. Just reacting to what happens in the moment. Alright, so this is Shredded Ship. Oh, actually, never mind, hold on. I forgot, we have a visit from our good friend Baz. He's a pretty cool dude. But he tried to join the Order of No Quarter, but he got rejected, so sucks. So this stage is the main reason in this route we grabbed 5 darkness. it's very heavy on darkness usage. You see up there, normally in this route you judgment rush that, but that would make this darkness even tighter than it already is. So I just do that because it doesn't actually waste any time. It's usually just easier to just rush it, but just in case. Alright. So now we're on to the mini boss of this stage. She's pretty early on. So we're going to be trying to do a ladder skip immediately after. You're able to grind off her rainbow afterwards, and then hopefully able to get on the ladder. I think we got it. Yeah. Oh, cool. So Sentry's detonation's really big. Okay. I mean, really big. So we're going to use it to skip 2 block puzzles immediately afterwards. So we just didn't have to do that. And then up here, I'm going to be going for what? Oh, I'm going to be going for what's called the gnarly toss. Just throw the sentry over your shoulder, and it's able to detonate this switch right here. Alright, cool. So that was pretty nice. Alright, and we're going to be skipping this entire puzzle up here too with Judgment Rush. Just right here. And the entire half of the room with all that spike stuff, yeah, we don't have to do that. That's stupid. So real mail, just kind of go through that. Alright, so now we just wait on these 2 ski dudes. Alright. So now we have one last rail section, and then we are on to Polar Mode. In this route, he's not that big of a deal. A good saying we like to have with Skeletal Sentry is you just kind of set and forget, which is pretty true. Especially in this fight, you'll see it. I say it's the best example of this. We throw out 2 sentries, and he's basically dead after a couple slashes on top of that. Alright, cool. Alright, so that was a straight chip thingy. And now we're on to our last night stage. We're on to Primor Keep, which is the home of King Knight. Oh yeah, we have one more cutscene, but it's non-playable, so we're just gonna skip past it. Alright. So, King Knight's also pretty tight on magic, but it's doable with 4. It's just a lot tighter. But it's also a pretty difficult stage, which is why I'm saving for last. We're gonna be starting off the stage immediately, by trying to beat a bot cycle. It's gonna be close. Never mind, we already missed it. Here's our dude, Paul Blart, our favorite security guard on this ladder. Railmail doesn't let us have to do this book puzzle, so we just grind over it. And up here I'm going to be going for a damage boost on this lava up here. No, let's you skip that entire book portion. If you don't want to do it, just don't. Oh, no, I just took some damage. It's all good. Yeah, alright. Up here, I'm going to be trying to not die. There we go. You're able to get that knight right before you die. Right before you hit the death plane. Because it's a lot lower than usual. Alright. So, we're not going to use any of these lanterns, we're just railing. Judgment Rush, skipping a lot of rooms. Don't have to do that first half of that room. Just don't have to do this room, period. Alright, so here's books. This book section. I'm not doing the speed rock strat, because that strat, I just, alright. Just gonna go one more time, alright. Alright, now we're on to King Knight. He's, one of 2 things gonna happen. Where he's either gonna take all of these sentry shots and die immediately, or he's gonna fall into a pit and then go on his rat helicopter. Which is not what we want. so far, he's hitting all the shots. There we go. Yeah, he ate all those shots. Oh yeah, Eric, that rush makes that free. I don't like doing that weird, like, hop off that ladder. As long as you grab that darkness before Paul Blart, you can go for the rush on the Pot Cycle skip, on the lava skip. So now we're done with all the night stages, so we're moving on. We probably have about 7, 8 minutes left. So now moving on to Tower 1, which takes everything you quote-unquote learn in the 8 stages and just throws it all into one stupid hard stage. So we're going to be starting off doing 4 rushes right in a row just to speed through this. Alright, there we go, got the Rising. That's what I wanted. Alright, so here's another version of Books, but it's not as stupid. It's pretty easy. You only almost die once. Here's the little room strat I like. I came up with it. It's pretty cool. Alright. So here, up here's a Crusher skip. Hopefully, if I get it. I'm rushing this little armor dude. Alright, so far we're doing alright. Alright, that was pretty good. I like that. Alright. So now we just got some more grave diggers up here. And then we're on to the slime block room. Oh, that was really bad. Alright. So if you thought we were done seeing Bertha, you were wrong. One more time. But she's actually somewhat helpful this time. What? What? Hold on. What? Oh no. Oh no. She's never done that before. What? I'm so confused. Alright, come on. Alright, thank you. What? What? Hold on. Alright, I probably came in too slow afterwards, so we'll just do do that slime block room again and then deal with Bertha one more time. So it's all good. Alright, that was a little close, but sorry. Alright, hopefully we can get the good version this time, because I'm not as scared about Halo. Alright, there we go. That should be good. There we go. Alright, so now we're on to the last auto-scroller. Well, technically it's the last auto-scroller. Eric, it's Crusher skip, man. You never know if you're actually gonna get it. It doesn't matter how much you practice it. You just don't know if you can get it. It doesn't matter. Practice this room 3 times a day. That death was alright, honestly. I made sure I grabbed that checkpoint right after Crusher, because I wasn't sure how Bertha was going to screw me over, and I wasn't doing Crusher skip again, because that's hell every time I do it. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on. It's not the hardest fight in the game, but it's definitely the most annoying. Black Knight 2. He's coming back. And his turtle has psychic powers this time, so that'll be pretty neat. His turtle can float now. I don't know why, I just find that funny. Oh. I might just go to the ground and kill eventually. Whoa, what? Hold on. Whoa. Hold on, run that back. What the hell did Black Knight do? I'm so confused. What? I've never seen him go that high. Alright, so I'm going for the back kick spirit. Ooh, that got me too. Cool. What? Alright, that's probably faster. That was probably faster than what I did before. Run that back B. I know, man. That shit confused the hell out of me, so I had to just figure out what happened. Alright. So now we're on to the last level of the game. Tower 2. We're actually done with the rail mail. We're gonna be getting our dude Striker Shaw. The main reason for that is in this route, your relics against the last boss can't do shit. So because of that, we get Striker Shaw. What it allows you to do is charge a slash that does it 400 damage. Compared to Shovel's charge upgrade, while Specter's does take longer to charge, afterwards he has full movement, as he did before he even started charging it. While Shovel, if he charges it, he has very slow movement. So it's one of the things you trade off. Longer charge, but more movement. Better movement. Alright. What? Alright. So we're going to be doing 2 elevator rides, and then we're on to Enchantress. The boss I hate the most in this game. It's a pretty stupid boss. Alright. I'm grabbing the checkpoint this time. Alright, so this fight is very feel-based, so I'm just generally gonna be winging it. But the very beginning is always consistent. Damage boost, charge slash, and then get the 3 hits off that. Oh, that last one actually didn't hit. We're already on a heart. Oh, cool. Good times. Oh. This has gotten into scary territory now. Yeah, I just take that death. I was not going to survive that fight. Alright. What? No. Alright, that was probably too much damage. Alright, cool. What? Ah, bullshit. What? Alright, well... Whoa. Alright. Damn, why am I struggling so much with this? What? Oh, that last one didn't hit. Oh boy. Alright, we're done with this chapters. That we've real talk. I don't ever wish they were like off for like a week or something, so you can feel what it's like to get blown by a dude. Oh yeah, this is Nightmare Reese. He's the final boss. Time's coming up, so the screen will flash bright white the second I kill him, which is time. I'll call it too. So. Oh, jeez. What? Let's get closer. What the fuck? Alright, time's coming up. If I don't fucking die here. Please, please, please. Fuck you. Time. Damn. Yo, do we know what that was? 40. I'll take that. Damn. Alright, cool. Yo. Alright. 48, 28? I'll take that. Definitely. Do we have some time, or do you want to move right into Mega Man? Yeah, let's... I'm doing Mega Man next, so... Oh. Alright. Yo, alright. Moo, I need to know, should I do Beato's Big Break, or should I do Horace? Eric and Moo, I just need you guys' opinion on this. I'm deciding which I want to do. Because we got like 20 minutes. Do Beato? Oh, I'm shit at Beato, but alright. I'll finish the cutscene and then I'll do it. Kappa. I'll just be quiet for the rest of this, because this music in this cutscene is really good. Then yeah. Alright. Favorite Curio. Judgment Rush. Alright. I think I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna do Horse. That's always a fun one. Alright, I'll go Horse. I think we can just do one run through, and I think we should be. That's about all I got after one run through of Horse. So this is just a fun minigame to do. Some of the runners just like to get together and just do it for fun occasionally. The Hundo version, we just do a lot of upgraded Judgment Rushes to get us through as fast as we can. Yeah, I messed up a little bit there. Oh my god. Alright. Almost died there. What? That was an alright horse. That was probably could have been worse. I mean, for Specter, that's about all I got.
Cause I loved you more.